Welcome back, guys. Taylor Secrist here. Thank you so much for tuning into the Weekly Tea. This week's video, we're going to talk about what to look for at your home inspection.
Welcome to the Weekly Tea. Look, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I'm cool with that.
Get your home inspected. Welcome back, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to just jump in today's video topic idea. We're going to discuss what to look for at your home inspection after you get your offer accepted on a property. I'm pretty big on home inspections. I think you should always get them. It's totally fine to waive an inspection on your offer because it does increase the value or the likelihood of your offer getting accepted if you're in a seller's market and you're competing like we are in today's market. But it's okay to waive it on paper, but I would still get it done for a ton of reasons. So let me make that very clear. I would highly encourage you to just spend the money and do that. You know, it costs anywhere between $350, depending upon the size of the house. It could be $500, $750, depending upon, what you get inspected. But yeah, start there, get it inspected. So you're on site, you're at the property, your inspector's doing his thing. To me, there's 5 or 6 main things that you should be looking for. The first one is going to be defects that were undisclosed. So a part of every real estate transaction is what's called the seller's sale disclosure. It'll be a form that the seller fills out and uploads that your agent will be able to pull for you from the MLS that kind of states everything they know about the property. And they'll say, hey, this is defective, this is not defective, this is included, this is not included. And it goes over everything. Your plumbing system, your plumbing, your electrical systems, your heating and cooling systems, your foundation, your roof. It'll go over all of that. I would start there. If we see anything that's undisclosed, or if we bring something new to the seller's attention that they did not know, those are things you may be able to get some assistance on, getting concessions for, or getting some help, maybe repairing. It's not guaranteed, but it's a possibility. That's one of the first things I look for. The other main 5 it's the basic stuff. We'll start with the foundation. Obviously, you want the structure that you're buying to be structurally sound. So you're gonna wanna look at the foundation, see if there's any cracking, any offsets, anything bowing, any joists that are rotting. You wanna look, depending upon the type of the house, whether it's on a basement or if it's on a slab, the age. You wanna look at the foundation to make sure the structure itself is really sound. The second one will be the roof. Make sure there's no active leak in your roof. You want to make sure there's proper ventilation in your roof. You want to make sure it kind of ties into the foundation or the structural envelope of the property. Just make sure it's sound. Make sure it's got good bones. And these are all things that the inspector is licensed and trained to look for and to bring to your attention. But the third will be your electrical systems. Just making sure everything's tidy, organized, up to code. No hazardous or exposed wires that could, become an issue. A big one in this area because of how many older homes we have downtown. Some methods to wiring homes like old knob and tube are very common in older homes downtown. And it's kind of the basic understanding. It's okay to have knob and tube, but if it's in the sidewalls, make sure there's nothing exposed up in the attic or the basement, that they're properly in junction boxes, things are grounded. Those are the things that you want to look for. The last one, let's see, we covered foundation, we covered roof, electrical, is plumbing. Make sure your plumbing in the entire house is, it's okay. Make sure there's no active leaks. See if the drinking water have, what the water line is. Is it PEX? Is it copper? Is it your sewage lines? Are they, PVC grade? Did I say that right? Is it updated PVC, or is it, the old cast iron that's starting to blister and rot and, could potentially be leaking, whether in your basement or your yard? I've seen a lot of older homes downtown. That's the big one. I run into a lot of issues where I'll have clients who get the perfect house with that old world charm that they absolutely love and that hip new area, and then as soon as they get in, they find out the tile. Didn't that happen to you?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. You're one of them. You're one of them. There's quite a few. Some, like Sam, are great and understand the responsibility that comes with homeownership. Others, play the victim mentality and think it's, my fault or it's the seller's fault. They had no idea, and shit just happens, when you buy a house. When you become a homeowner and you're not a tenant, renter, you've got to fix those problems. So it's just understanding the main components to the home and make sure everything, is okay. And then the last big one that I look for and that you should look for is the operational or the functionality of the HVAC system. So you want to make sure your heating and cooling system is just operating and functioning properly. Sure, all exterior penetrations, to allow that ventilation is all flashed in correctly, it's all sealed up real nice and neat, and that it's heating and cooling the space like it's supposed to. So those are the big things that I recommend you want to look out for in the house. Obviously, the inspector is going to find a ton of deficiencies, little issues with the flooring here, or maybe there's a nick on the trim there, or this cabinet door doesn't work, or this plug by this sink isn't GFCI supported. Little things like that. Don't blow up deals over that. Stuff like that can be fixed. Cosmetic things you can get in there and do your own thing. It's the big ticket items that you want to look out for, and it's the undisclosed things that are discovered, because what is disclosed is what's given to you for you to confidently make that offer to want to buy the house. If something undisclosed arises, you just got some wiggle room to ask, because you're like, hey man, I found this issue, you clearly didn't know about it. What can we do? This should be operating, this could be functional. So those are the things that I would look for in a home inspection. If I left something out that you guys think I should add, let me know in the comment section below. If you've made it this far in the video, like always, like, share, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next week.